Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is Derrick from REThink the Narrative. Welcome.
Thank you so very much for having me. It's great to be with you this afternoon.
It is awesome to have you here. And the way how we like kicking things off here is having our guests introduce themselves to our audience and letting them know a little bit about you and your background and experience.
Well, it's not a lot to tell. My background actually I started out in education as an English teacher in middle school, and worked my way up teaching high school and eventually became an administrator. In terms of my background, in addition to that, I was always dibbled and dabbled a little bit of here and there. I've done everything relative to workshop clinician. I'm also a published author. I've also done some work in the Christian church as well. So I am a jack of all trades, as I like to say, master of some. So currently, about 10 years or so ago, upon writing my very first novel, which was entitled Saved, Sanctified, and Same Gender Loving, which chronicled my experiences reconciling my sexuality and my spirituality, I formed or founded Let's Rethink That as an Edumedia type company to help to publish myself, but to also publish other individuals. And so as the brand began to expand, I changed the name to REThink the Narrative Media. So that's where we are today. And so the whole purpose of REThink the Narrative is to educate, empower, and entertain communities of color and beyond.
And so you love an alliteration. You love an alliteration. You love an assonance.
I'm an English teacher. I can't.
There you go. There you go.
And so that's really what we want to do. We really want people to think and then think again about what they believe and what they perceive. And because a lot of times one thought that we've had, we may evolve and change over time. And we may think something totally different. So it's okay to think and then think again about what you believe and perceive.
That is so important. And that's a good philosophy to keep in mind, a good thing to keep in mind, because that is true. The way how we think now, it changes as we move forward, and we look at things over time, how things change. And even sometimes in the moment, you think this is the way to go, this is the common thinking and whatever. And eventually someone rethinks that, and then it's just like, actually, that was not the tea, Right. That was not the tea. So that is very important for progress and for development, and for not only building oneself up and moving forward, but as humanity in general, rethinking things to moving forward. So that is very, very, very important.
Yes. So that's what we're all about. That's what we want to do, is again to promote empowerment and enlightenment. In every stage and phase of life. I don't want to stop thinking until I'm dead, and then after that I'll still want to have some things that I've thought about again. So this thing of growing and growing, we're ever learning but never coming into the full knowledge of the truth is a lifelong journey for me. It's lifelong.
Certainly. Well, let's talk about some upcoming events that will be on the docket. So let us talk about that. Of course, Artists in Afternoon. Tell me about this.
Yeah. So about just a few weeks ago, Phil Esteem of the Esteem Awards out of Chicago, he and I are good friends, and said, "Hey, why don't we get together and do an event in Atlanta for Black Pride?" And I was like, "Sure." And so the funny part was this Artist in the Afternoon event, I had already scripted it out on paper a couple of 3-4 years ago. So it was a no-brainer to just pull out what I had already written and implement it. And so Phil and I decided to partner together. And what we want to do is we want to showcase the artistry in our community, the Black queer community in particular,
Yeah.
And so our intent is to have authors and an artist, musical artist, as well as print and painters. We just want to give them a platform to showcase their artistry in the afternoon. And so it is going to take place on Saturday, September 3rd, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And the event, of course, we want as many people to come as humanly possible. But we're going to have a live panel discussion, and the event is going to be live streamed as well as recorded. So it's going to include a live panel discussion of all of the authors that you see there and artists. And we're also going to have some musical talent that's going to be displayed that day as well. And so, you know, we just wanted to make it a fun afternoon, whereas we are celebrating being human beings, not human doings, but human beings.
Yes.
And we want to celebrate that weekend, but we also want to throw a little bit of enlightenment in the midst of all of the celebratory and all the parties. Yes. So,
and don't forget to mention it's free to the public. The best word in the English dictionary.
Yes, it is the 5-finger discount that we love, called free. In addition to that, there is free parking on site, and it is going to be at the Metro Library at 1332 Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta. That is about 5 or 6 minutes from downtown Atlanta. So just come. We are going to also have food and drink available for our participants, and we're going to have vendors on site. So just in addition to these wonderful artists and authors that will be there, we'll also have vendors who will be selling their various products there as well.
Oh, wonderful. It sounds like a gay old time. I love it.
A gay old time.
I love it. And of course, there's another panel September the 3rd. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so we called it Artists in the Afternoon, Prose, Poetry, and More. And this is the and more. We want to not only address just the art and the artist and the music, but also mental health, wealth, and love, because so much, you know, what we think, feel, and believe plays into how we display our gifts and talents and what we do. And so that panel is going to be moderated by Dr. Jesse Sanders of REThibk LLC. And we're going to have a couple of mental health professionals, Nelson Quiones, who's a mental health professional. And we're going to have some wonderful entrepreneurs, Tony Bell and Yvette McKenzie and Joy Davis, who will talk about how they navigate this place and space where mental health is concerned while pursuing their goals and their dreams and being entrepreneurs and being out front. The Artists in the Afternoon segments will be moderated by yours truly, but Jesse is going to take the helm and do the mental health, wealth, and love segment.
Awesome. It sounds like it is going to be fabulous. And hopefully attending, some people will walk away really rethinking, you know, their narrative, really rethinking things, and, you know, ready to move forward and step out there with a fresh outlook, you know, a fresh perspective and a new way of looking and tackling life. So we love that. Derrick, thanks so much for coming here. So tell me this, how can people keep up with what you're doing? How can people keep up with what REThink the Narrative is doing? What are any upcoming things people can look forward to? And how can they follow and keep updated?
Yes. One of the things, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at REThinkN. That's the word rethink and the letter N. Also, you can follow my partner and my friend, Philistine, at prideindex.com. You can also, we have a number of wonderful partners and sponsors that will be helping us with this event. Redefine LLC, Yvonne Mon, Meek Production. So all you have to do is put in those names and you should be able to find them and follow them as well. As far as REThink the Narrative, last year we had the wonderful opportunity of doing a docuseries that is entitled Q&A, Queer and Authentic, My Name is, My Pronouns Are. And so in the very, very near future here, we're going to be releasing those episodes of the docuseries as well. And also there's another idea that is simmering in my head that I just finished the treatment for. So that's going to deal again with this whole notion of mental health in the Black community. So those are just a couple of things that we have got going on. Always in the process of publishing wonderful new authors, because that's a part of what we do as well.
Really?
So, yes.
I may want to have a conversation with you.
All right. So very soon we are going to have a wonderful interview with Penny Stevens. And Penny Stevens is a survivor of abuse. She is I'm going to call her a mature woman, but she wants to share her story and get her story out there. So there are a lot of exciting things that we've got going on with Rethink the Narrative, and we're constantly in development of more and more new exciting projects. So, hey, just follow us and see where this journey called life takes us.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. And, Team Racing is always in the business of, being able to be a part of those experiences. So I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. Such a pleasure getting to chat with you. And everyone, remember, links will be in the description so you can go ahead and find out everything you need. So thank you so much for being here, Derrick.
Thank you so very much for having me. And we look forward to seeing each and everyone out there on Saturday, September 3rd at 1 p.m. at the Metropolitan Library at 1332 Metropolitan Parkway here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And those watching, please follow Team Racine Productions at Team Racine on all forms of social media. Click around our YouTube channel and check out our other interviews, vlogs, forums, and more. And while you're at it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.